Change starts here. This is where it starts, and it starts with every one of us. Earth Day is a reason to celebrate the fact we've been given basically a precious gift in the earth, and if there's only one of it, we shouldn't waste it.
There's a breakthrough happening out here among the people. It's not all Bush's fault. It's not all Obama's fault. It's all of our fault. We are a much better country than we've been showing up as these past few years, and it's time for us to stop waiting on the people in Washington, D.C. to get past their breakdown and have a breakthrough right here.
What are you doing to improve the planet?
What?
Well, I do try to recycle as much as I can.
Using water bottles, like not plastic ones.
Great question. Every day I'm trying to eat food that I really truly believe in, and the dollars that I use to buy it with support people who are making the planet better as well.
Grow quite a bit of my own food, buy as much as I can locally produced food.
Biking more, driving less. We try and take the bus, and yeah, definitely. And we try to carpool together.
I'm training about 100 students a year in environmental science and management that are going out to really change the world.
I'm trying to understand human nature and how people think and reason and consciousness more generally. And although it's not immediately obvious how that's going to help the planet, it seems like a good direction.
The 1969 oil spill was a catalyst nationwide for a movement which was nascent at that point in time and grew over the next 5 to 10 years with a lot of major things. But it was that center of gravity, that ground zero that happened with the 1969 event that in fact stimulated the country.
Oh, I got here, my parents took me. They adopted me from Russia.
Wow.
What?
Well, that wasn't even what I was looking for.
I love my parents.
Love it.
Good answer.
Very good answer. Adoption, it's good for the planet.
What's really important is the way that people understand things influences the way that they interact. And so if people understand that there's some sort of connection between each other and better understand the nature of consciousness and how that connection evolves, then that could potentially influence the way that they behave towards one another and the way they behave towards the planet.
The biggest thing I'm doing is working at the Community Environmental Council, and at CEC we really try to empower the community to take action on their own, from making their homes more efficient and healthy to switching to solar energy and even driving on sunshine with electric vehicles.
I only eat organic food. I try to be vegetarian, but I splurge on fish a lot. I ride my bike almost everywhere.
I'm teaching my offspring to think about the future.
That one?
That's right. And I too think about the future in my everyday decisions.
TV's weird. TV's weird. Bye.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
I conserve water, and one day I'm gonna buy an earth-friendly car.
I live a really light footprint by recycling and eating organically.
I bet I recycle about 80% of what I have to throw away.
I find ways to not throw things out by upcycling, and really I'm just cheap, so that's why I do that.
Not sucking.
Try to create an event where, you know, you're just exploring something, and you don't even relate to yourself as being green. You feel welcome here at this, and all the way up to if you are really, you know, consider yourself a pretty hardcore environmentalist. you still could find things to learn and do here. The last 10 years at least, there's been a growing demand for Earth Day, to the point that a few years ago we moved it to 2 days and moved it to the park.
My greatest gift that I've given to planet Earth thus far is to not have children. That's what I can do to reduce the carbon footprint on this planet.
Taking little breaths.
I recycle, I don't run the water, I eat natural foods, I buy locally.
You know, being here, being now, perpetuating the Earth Day vision.
I organize the Santa Barbara Green Car Show. We have 40 vehicles here, electrics, hybrids, natural gas, hydrogen vehicles. We have 12 vehicles that people can test drive. And we have a lot of vehicles that people can look at, talk to the owners, talk to the dealers. So hopefully in about 10 years we'll look back and say, what, we used to drive on dead dinosaurs?
This is the 43rd annual Earth Day event here in Santa Barbara. One of the places that the Earth Day celebration started, a year after the oil spill. CEC, the Community Environmental Council, has been organizing and hosting this event since that time, hosted first in 1970. It has grown, as you see now, to 35 to 40,000 people and 300 organizations participating. It is really, truly, while it's a festival, it is an educational and technical event. A lot of people here with a lot of good information, nonprofits, corporations that are working all over the world doing good things relative to the environment.